the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a stunner. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Okay, today is January 7th, 2022. It is 2:13 a.m. This is video 3 for this channel, and I'm waiting for YouTube to approve them. This is today. I had to switch it because one of these was supposed to be for today, but YouTube hasn't approved it yet. And there's one video. I can't believe this. Okay, it's it's supposed to be live on January 15th. Look how many people over there sees it. 14 people. 14 people, and YouTube had to review this video before they could approve it. I can't believe this. 14 people. And it's the reason I know it's 14 people because it says it right here. And it's not live yet. It's not live yet. It's supposed to go live on January 15th. And today is January 7th. Right, so I see I have new subscribers. New subscribers, welcome. 1,626 subscribers, welcome. And I hope this morning video, the audio is better because I think I have a good way of editing it now with that new mic. There's a setting I didn't know, so every video that I put on that program that I'm editing, I have to do it because this mic, for some reason, when it records it very low. I don't know how to do it with the mic. I've tried everything that I could, including with the mic itself, the computer. Until now, I find I could only do it in the editing program. But other than that, I don't know. It's very low. All right. So with that being said, let's go on Twitter, see what's going on. this one, I saw it the minute I turned on my computer to go on Twitter. And it's not part of the things that I bookmark, but it's very interesting. That's me down here. I responded to it 3 minutes ago. Okay, so this is Joanne. This person cannot be a squaddie. All right, let's see. Okay, a source at CBS says Harry and Meghan were pressured and coerced into the Oprah interview by the network. Yes, it was a big mistake, but they were duped into it like Diana was by the BBC. No care was considered for the fallout. They wanted ratings and the royal prize. Okay, the source is sticking up for them, saying Harry and Meghan shouldn't be blamed for the Oprah interview. It should be CBS. Okay, it should be CBS. The Sussexes were in a bad place, and the network took advantage and exploited them. Let's go to the thing that I said. Okay, there's me here. Blueprint of the British Royal Family 101. Hope CBS doesn't see it, otherwise he, she, them, they, it might be sued for spreading silliness. Let's not forget all parties involved in the interview are alive and well. That must be a rabbit because tricks are for kids. Okay, let's see what other squad are saying. Okay, reporter alert, it's no squaddie, that's for sure. They're really using the same script Prince William affair used to bash his mother, to bash Harry and Meghan. Yep, that's all it is. Okay, squaddies never say, quote, a source, and quote, squaddie referencing are always straight to the point with receipt. There is no ambiguities about stating facts when it comes to the Sussexes. This up there is KP representative, the JK operative, Jason Kanoff. Okay, the derangers are switching the scripts. Watch this space, folks. 2022 is going to be brutal and confusing. Stay focused, people. Remember, they call derangers for a reason. This is not a mission impossible. Stay alert. That is a good one. Oh, hell no. Okay, black. Okay, I guess that's the person. 33 circle. Is that what it is? Yep. All right. Let me go into it and see. Where is it? Black 33, this one. Let's see what this person is about. Okay, December 2021. Yeah, usually when you see things like that, they're brand new. All right, to start doing their nonsense. Okay, let's do it right now because you know you're gonna come across some nonsense with this person. All right, blocked. She is a member of KP using Sussexes for clicks, just like tabloid. Okay, this person ain't one of us. Oh hell no. Sounds very KP. Yep. All right. That's in French. Blacked. All right. So I did it right now. Save myself some time. All right. Next tweet. These are the ones that I bookmarked last night. All right. There's this here. This is Joanne again. Okay. All right, girl. If you feel the need to ask your hubby if he's happy on your wedding day, he's probably thinking of his vows. All right, that's me looking. I was like, oh, did she? Haha. Our Duchess has the best prince. Our Duchess of Sussex only needs to raise an eyebrow. I'm telling you, sometimes if I don't put my own tweet out, let's say I originate the tweet, that's mean I'm not serious. This is just silliness that they're talking. All right, our Duchess of Sussex only needs to raise an eyebrow. Our best prince knows what to do. And he'll make sure he left his stamp knowing any print or his carbon copy. If you get it, you get it. All right. So one person like it. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't respond like Father Tampon, quote, whatever happiness mean, end quote. I didn't see that. This is good. Okay. He probably replied, quote, I'm happy enough right now. Squad or something. Yep, Jacka and that blonde lawyer who's yet to be named and rumored to be American too. Okay, I thought she was Russian. Okay, the Russian is a lawyer, the blonde is a banker. I'm laughing because the squad or something. Okay, the Russian is a lawyer, the blonde is the banker. I know it's too much, people, but keep up. Respect good King Willy Wonka. Good King Willy Wonka is hard at work. Okay, Willy Wonka does appear to be hard at work. There's a laugh. Okay, you saw his indifference and the Abbey and his lack of helping her into the carriage. Yep, I know exactly what he's talking about because Harry was there helping and everything. You saw how she stood back on the way to quote their wedding in reception. You saw how she thanked the staff out of having to speak to someone as Charles, Camilla, and William left her to the flounder. Yep, seeing how Harry acted for Meghan, Kate realized what she was missing and decided to take that out on Meghan, not Will. That question is never asked without a sharp tone and a voice, as in, quote, now, are you happy, end quote, but just like the who made who crying thing, it sounded more like that. He asked her the question as she had pursued him for a decade. Okay, I wasn't going to say anything, but that raised red flag to me. Okay, Sam here always thought it showed a level of insecurity in her marriage from the start. I mean, you could see every time they are in public, the kind of face that he put next to her. He can even hold it back, just pretend, but you could see deep inside, he doesn't like her. Most people will pretend, but not him. All right, so let me move to another one. The squad are on the same page. It's like, huh? Okay, next tweet. There's this here. Oh my God, I was bookmarking Joanne's tweet. Okay, as of right now, nothing important is happening from 9 January to 16 January, but this is a beautiful pic of Madame Duchess. Yeah, that is true. Who is that? What magazine is that? Okay, why is it? Why is it? It's glaring. Meghan won. Quote, please don't ruin this. Panic in the palace over Kate's 40th birthday. What the hell? What palace? What Meghan has to do with that? Meghan has nothing to do with that. She's in her Montecito castle taking care of her babies, her boys, and her daughter. And what she has to do over there? All right, she continued, that's Joanne. By the way, I mean, nothing important is happening for me. All right, quote, please don't ruin this. Quote, what does that even mean? Yeah, don't ruin it. It's so stupid. Okay, don't get spotted thousands of miles away in a new coat you bought with your own money. Don't be stunning and smart. Don't breathe. Poor Mumbo McButton, the palace and the press screw her over when they manufactured this contest. Yep. They thought people would take that and you know, a blind eye. They pinned them against each other so they could make headline. Little did they know, people were going to fight back. And trying to blindside people from what really important. You know, that triangle that I always talk about? Okay, Meghan should really have engagement that day. In fact, the judge should choose that day to continue Non's Drew court case. Yeah, I'm that petty. I removed that stalker copycat. Yeah, that's a very nice picture. I like that. Yeah, 16. Remove the stalker copycat. Oh my God, the squad or something. That's 1000% better. Okay, hope Meghan doesn't take the kids to lunch at an outdoor cafe in the Montecito village on Saturday because that would be a shame. Heavy sarcasm. All right. Am I the only one who felt that this actually backfired and this ended up shading Kate? I mean, I don't know what these people think when they write the headlines. My goodness. I mean, they've given Meghan an amazing photo where she is glowing and literally, quote, taking up space, end quote, whereas Kate looked weak and feeble. Okay, this sort of cover will haunt Kate for years. She shouldn't try to compete, that's all. I mean, never indeed the optics with the narrative. It is quite telling, so it is all about Meghan outdoing the other Windsor's wife. Okay, Pop speaks of Meghan out and about will ruin Kate's 40. 40th Meghan's comment, that much power. Let me give her one like, make it one. Oh, somebody just like it, 1 or 2. Okay, just as fans reminiscing about 40 by 40 is going to ruin the day. All right, she's gorgeous. Yeah, look at her. Look at her posture also. Look how straight her body is without her head. You know, she leaned her head forward slightly to look at the kid, but her body aligned, very aligned. Okay, the Madam Duchess. All right, after this, that's it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, panic at the palace. This is screaming funny. They are going to have a nightmare week looking over their shoulders at Montecito. They ruined Kate's 40th while Meghan and Harry do nothing but mind their business. That's the way it has always been. Okay, we know that quote is from Kate, right? Kate lives in fear of being, quote, overshadowed, end quote, but surprise, even grass more interesting than her. Oh, shit. Even grass is more interesting than her. All right, after this, that's it. This makes Meghan shine. Confident isn't walking into a room thinking you are better than everyone. It's walking and not having to compare yourself to anyone at all. All right, 50 Shades of Panic and Basic. All right, next tweet. There's more comment, but I want to move on. Already 13 minutes. Okay, I see that Snakes left. I hope he's get all the karma coming to him. Judas Jason. All right, let's see here. I think I read this when I first bookmarked it. All right, Jason Knuff, a key player of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's team at KP and World Foundation, shared this lovely message on LinkedIn ahead of his departure from his position. This one is very small. I'll enlarge it, and then you guys pause, and then you could read it. I see that. It's too small. All right, this is the one that I read. As a new year begins, a chapter closes for me. After 7 years working for the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge at Kensington Palace and the Royal Foundation, I am moving to India to join my husband on a diplomatic posting. I did not know he was gay. I didn't know that. And that should not matter. I really don't care about that. But his character, that's what matters to me. What he did to Meghan, backstabbing, that's what matters to me. Serving as communication secretary and then foundation CEO has been the privilege of my career. How come he didn't put anything about Meghan too? Working for the Sussexes. All right. We built powerful platforms like Heads Together, the Earthshot Prize, and the Center for Early Childhood. I've traveled to 36 countries and to every corner of the UK, and I've made amazing new friends along the way. Are you sure? Okay. That's due to interpretation. Okay, I've been so proud to support the unique, optimistic leadership of the Duke and Duchess during a period where we confronted a pandemic, the climate crisis, a seismic shift, and our attitude to mental health. Phew, you sure do know how to inflict mental health onto others, though. Because what he did, I don't know. Help the Cambridges do to Meghan? Huh. So whoever's going to hire him better look deeper. Okay, and so much more. I'm grateful to all of our partners and supporters who have believed in our ability to achieve extraordinary things.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. I was just looking at, it's been a while since I last visited. So yeah, definitely when things get back to normal, I'd love to come and say hello to the team and everyone down there as well.
I think it was 2012 that you were last year.
No. It only seems like yesterday, Graham. It shows you how quickly time goes.
By working together. Wishing everyone a happy and successful 2022. All right, I think I respond to it. Okay, there's someone here. Me searching for compliments. 22 people. There's me here. 2 people like this. Okay, oh, he didn't mention his backstabbing spree of Madam Duchess of Sussex and his new beginning bio. I hope India opens its eyes and makes sure it doesn't go near charities that involve children. I've learned how royals love children's charities. He can carry out work for these royals. I'ma just hush. Okay, all project he participated or flapped just like his competencies. I don't believe he has really left. He could still work for them via the internet and phone in India. For India. Okay, optimistic leader, mental health champions, climate change champion, champion of mothers and babies, champion of under 5s. All right, interestingly, he doesn't mention working for Harry and Meghan during his 7 years. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. And yet, when it comes to the book and publication of the letter, he was referring to as their employee. Yep, he presented himself as a good friend and a confidant to Meghan Markle. And on top of that, has having her best interest at heart. Judas is always close, but God always prevails. Yep, that's exactly that. After all these years, Kate and William did one project each and then mentioned Heads Together, which was with Harry. What a weak resume. Both projects happened only after Meghan arrived. Yep. The squad are paying attention. I hope they called Meghan. Well, he didn't mention this. It's almost like a resume kind of thing. I like how he's not able to cloud chase any other project like the cookbook, Invictus, Smart Work, etc. He's left attached to the dead weight. Okay. I'm supposed to feel sorry for that BS. Okay, I don't. Over promoting and underqualified. Okay, bigot. Good riddance. Hard luck, India. Okay, KP will just replace him with another snake. I hope Meghan continues to pay that family dust. Okay, does India know what they are getting? That's what I'm saying here. Okay, they better keep their eyes wide open. See, there's other people who saying I was a little bit more specific. Okay, let me save that screenshot. It will be helpful. Okay, we still need some investigation about that man, Jason Kanoff, and his method to work at Wood and Farrow. They tag Wood and Farrow. Okay, can you feel a brand new day? All right. They know the snake was married. You see, there's other. I didn't even know that too. Okay, and the diplomat do realize that he's a racist and drove Duchess of Sussex out of the UK. Okay, LOL. No mention of Harry and Meghan, but the media kept saying he's Meghan's assistant. Thank goodness they lost. Okay, he haven't left. This is BS. Remember Fawcett, did he claim he left working with Charlie Boy? Okay, running away after his disgrace. All right, next tweet. All right, this is Omid. Despite false report that the BBC shelved the accompanying podcast to their Princess and the Press documentary due to complaints at BBC Sound, have today released a 5-part audio series called, quote, Harry, Meghan, and the Media, end quote, presented by, okay, Amor John. Okay, so that's the guy who did the Prince and the Press, the producer. All right, to confirm that those who say Meghan bullies someone is lie, here is a thread from former colleague who worked with Meghan 2, 3, 4 times longer than Kanoff and KP Courtiers. All right, this, I remember reading that thread, Patrick's Adam, you know, Meghan's co-star at the suit. I read this before. Okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna spend. It's a very long thread. I read it already. Okay, the strongest part of that statement from former colleague. All right, there's this. She picked this part from there. Okay, it's obscene that the royal family, whose newest member is currently growing inside of her, is promoting and amplifying accusations of bullying against a woman who herself was basically forced to flee the UK in order to protect her family and her own mental health. All right, so that's Patrick who was standing for Meghan. I'm saying the Suits co-stars are, I'm telling you, what's the word for good character, for good core values, who stood for truth? I mean, they all of them stood by Meghan. All right, may God bless all of them. Okay, may opportunities open for them because they are true friends. True characters. Okay, this narrative that the media coverage of Meghan was ever positive is a lie, and I wonder why no one in the media won't debunk it. Okay, there's 3 comments in here. Like literally, the only thing positive about the coverage of Meghan and the British press since 2016, okay, CDB said to have occurred date of the wedding. Okay, I would, I wouldn't know since I stopped visiting the online site of all, Brits media after Harry issued that first statement on the Shid media treatment of Meghan. Okay, literally one day out of 1,825. Now we are being gaslit by the BBC. This claim is even more egregious because Arnold started his report on Meghan's coverage highlighting the abuse hurled at her. So why the heck does he immediately memory loss come from? He annoyed me. Okay, where? So now I don't know. These people are something. I don't know. Sorry, but I don't trust BBC. All right. With that being said, let me move on. Next week. May God help the Brits to get out of the hypnotism, because the nonsense that been going with the tabloid was since the 1800s, and then now it's amplified to steroid, and many of those people are completely blind. But thank God there are some true characters like Brian Cape Cod and some other journalists who's not buying that BS. May God bless them. Hopefully, let them see the light. That's all. Okay, quote, this is the next tweet by Royal Suitor. Quote, a spokesperson for the Duchess confirmed to BAZAAR that the payout for copyright infringement is substantial and will be donated to an anti-bullying charity in due course. End quote, Meghan Markle 1. All right, I'm not going to read this. I'm just here for the tweet. All right. I bet the spokesperson is Camilla Tomney. I know nothing royal voted. Harry and Meghan doesn't have such spokesperson. Okay, no need for conspiracy theories. Their spokesperson name is Toya. She is the person giving official press comment for their behalf. Okay. Oh, okay. Toya Holness, Global Press Secretary, and her promotion. Toya is adding the UK to her existing press secretary duties. She joined the team in October from the digital media company Deluxe. She's also an adjunct communication professor at the University of Southern California. Okay, so she's the spokesperson for who? For Harry and Meghan? All right, let me go in it and then I'll come back out. Okay. Oh, what happened? It switched. Okay. Okay. So these are the people who works for Meghan, I think. For the Sussexes. Yeah. All right. So let's review that. I didn't know that. Well, so they did a pretty good job. So these are all the people who work for, let me bookmark it, for the Duchess, for the Sussexes. Okay. As ArcheWell moved from concept to the launch phase, let's meet Team Sussex. Okay, so that's good. James Holt, Executive Director of ArcheWell Foundation. James is the longest tenured team member, a carryover from Sussex World Foundation and Travelist. He had been the ArcheWell UK Press Secretary. Okay, so he come along, they grab him. So all the good people, they keep them. So they don't have to interview new people for the spot. So if they already know how you work, they keep you. That's it. All right, so that's that. Ben Browning, head of content for ArcheWell Production and ArcheWell Audio, an industry veteran. Ben was most recently press of production at Film Nation, leading the TV and film biz. He has experience financing, producing, and acquiring film. Recent interview. All right, so that's this here. I'm not going to go into it. Okay, while I was happy to enjoy a steady diet of documentaries and educational programming, okay, with Ben signing, I'm feeling excited that we might get some entertaining award content, scripted TV, and film from ArcheWell Production too. His latest film is up for 5 Oscar nominations. Okay, so this person is working with them as well. Christine Schremer, Head of Communication. Christine joined ArcheWell in October from the same role at Pinterest. Harry and Meghan want to ensure diverse and open access to their work by engaging with credible global specialists and grassroots outlet. Christine led that effort. Okay. In this picture, she looked like Monica Lewinsky for some reason. All right, so I read that already, so this is her. Okay. I enjoy Tanya's voice in ArcheWell press statement. She's refreshingly clear, succinct, and pointed. Harry and Meghan have at times felt compelled to over-explain in the interest of transparency. Those days are over. Tanya is queen of the artful clapback, UK media, and the firm adjusting. Okay. Genevieve Swarth, Senior Strategy Advisor. She's the founder and president of Invisible Hand, a social impact agency. She previously worked on the Clinton 2016 presidential campaign. The agency will support ArcheWell on initiative, campaign, and advocacy. Okay. Genevieve has written several articles in the past year discussing her personal journey with respect to white privilege and racism as a white woman and an interracial marriage with a mixed race daughter. I'm sure it informs her work. All right. Okay, Catherine St. Lawrence, Senior Advisor. She worked with Harry and Meghan to build ArcheWell from the ground up and is now launching her own company to help others to do the same. She officially served as Chief of Staff and unofficially as Chief Strategist. She'll continue to guide strategy as an advisor. Okay. So this, I don't want to spend too much time reading that one. All right. Rebecca Sanen. Okay. Sanens. Sorry if I pronounce her last name wrong. Head of Audio. She'll lead ArcheWell Audio's podcast partnership with Spotify, reporting into Ben, the head of content. She's joining in August from Vax Media, where she's the lead producer for award-winning podcast Pivot, but built her career in public radio. Interesting. Okay, Rebecca experienced piloting, producing, and scaling Pivot will serve ArcheWell Audio well. I believe her innate alignment and passion for public service journalism aligned with Harry and Meghan's storytelling vision. Listen to Rebecca describe her approach to producing. I don't want to listen to that. It's probably too long. I want this video to be short. I'm already 30 minutes. All right, there's Mandana Daini. All right, COO. She'll report directly to Harry and Meghan, overseeing, quote, growth strategy, day-to-day operation of ArcheWell Foundation and content arm. She moved from corp attorney, wow, all right, and talent agent to senior position at Rachel Zoe. I used to watch that show. It was on, what's that? Is it, it's one of those in the US cable TV. Is it VH1? No, it's not VH1. It's another channel, and I used to watch it. Okay, and EBTH, then founded Civic Engagement Campaign, I Am a Voter. All right, she's one of those who was working behind Harry and Meghan. I have her working in, what's that place? Oh my God, not NATO. What's that place in New York when they were in New York? Okay, there's her here. The most valuable lesson I learned was how important it is to hire the right people who share our company core values and goals, as well. The UN. Okay. It's the UN. I can't remember the UN. Okay, let's see. Let's start all over. The most valuable lesson I learned was how important it is to hire the right people who share our company's core value and goals, as well as our work ethic. When you have the right team and set the right example, the synergy and productivity is pretty remarkable. All right, there's that. Okay, I've been passionate about my beliefs and justice my entire life. It's why I went to law school. I started activism when I was in the 4th grade. It's hard for me to not be really passionate and vocal about anything I see and experience that feels unjust. She's in the right place. All right, so there's from earlytime.com. All right, also an adjunct communication professor at the University of Southern California. I am impressed. Wow. Okay, so these are all the people who are working with ArcheWell, with Harry and Meghan. Their resume look pretty solid to me. All right, so this person is the one who's the communication. Okay, press secretary. All right, press secretary. So anything that needs to go out, she's the one. Okay, let's go back. All right, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. What voice did it? Okay, a spokesperson is not their style anymore. Okay, sources, a spokesperson, yes, two different things. Okay, hope that anti-bullying charity is outside Britain. Not one of them deserve that money. Okay, I agree. This lawsuit was never about money for Meghan. It was about right and wrong, which is infringement of the copyright law. Mel on Sunday was assured she'll never sue them because the palace won't let her. Well, she sued and quit the palace. That is true. That's one heck of a formidable woman. Okay, £1 will go a long way. Okay, nope. Thankfully, Meghan was awarded all the profit associated with the 5 articles the press published using her letter, and that's surely will. She'll be the benefactor for more than one charity. You know what? You know what she could do also with that money? Some of the money could go to ArcheWell, okay? Because ArcheWell is a foundation that help other organizations, okay? So that money could easily go to ArcheWell. ArcheWell is not Meghan and Harry. ArcheWell is ArcheWell. It's a company, right? So it's an organization. You just never know. Some of the money will go to ArcheWell. They could, when push comes to shove, when they see another anti-bullying or whatever, they could do that. Okay, with that being said, let me move to the next tweet. I'm already 33 minutes. Next tweet. Okay, as a person of color, the continued anti-Meghan Markle narrative display in every shop is personally upsetting. I just had to check my mic to see if it was recording. I was like, oh my God, I just recorded a whole bunch. Is it recording? Thank God it is. All right, let's start all over. As a person of color, the continued anti-Meghan Markle narrative display in every shop is personally upsetting. Why can't Kate Middleton celebrate her birthday without rag like Heat World? Okay, who's Heat World? Bringing you the hottest celeb gossip. Okay, so these are those paparazzi. Okay, and company spewing virtual. I just hope the writers are at least proud of their worthwhile contribute to journalism. All right, so this is the the cover page that we saw earlier on the other tweet. All right, let's see here. I'm quite certain many of these publications are staffed by those who think person of color should show difference and just be grateful. If Kate had any accomplishment to point to, there won't be a constant need to tear down Meghan. That's very good. That is true. Okay, what are you even talking about? Way to highlight this trashy tabloid. Meghan and Harry supporters have been handling this for 4 years now. And what is it? Our strategy is to never highlight that garbage on our timeline like this. Who is that now? Who is this? Okay, part South African. Okay, let me move on. All right, let me move on. All right, let me move on. Next one. Because sometimes when I record them and I'm reading, I'm bored to death. And then let's move to a more interesting thing. All right, next tweet. Laughing so hard because while the British media is trying to dismiss Meghan's victory with, quote, Meghan will only get £1 in damages, end quote, the US media is like, hold on, but the fair will also pay her undisclosed amount, which could be a fortune for the copyright part. All right, there's that. Okay, trust the US to focus on where the real money is. There's a laugh. The British true character are envious and resentful at other people's money such that it makes them want to pretend it doesn't exist. All right, I mean, their whole foundation is built on envy and doing some unethical behavior kind of thing for money. Ever since I could go back reading some stuff about them, you know. Anyway, that's all the UK tabloid are good for, lies and propaganda. The same reason they want to make everyone hate her for existing, they still have the same agenda lying about her to make themselves feel better. Even if Meghan had won $1, she still won, which means they're parasites. All right, for the clowns that believe, quote, Meghan will only get £1 in damages, end quote, including those so-called anti-bullying charities in the UK, then they should only expect and accept a donation of 20 pence. Okay, if they keep it up, Ginger Avenger might just tell the charity to post the sum they received. Imagine that. Okay, and she agreed to the nominal sum before the proceeding started. Okay, do they not realize they are telling on themselves? I mean, there's no thinking behind some of that thing. Okay, the undisclosed money is literally mentioned in the second line, UK broadsheet. It's the privacy invasion, that's the nominal amount, common knowledge in the UK usually. All right, see, those people just buy it and don't question. All right, let's see here. Meghan, so how come they didn't put this as big as the other ones? Okay, because they want people to focus on that. That's why. All right, Meghan to receive just £1 from Mail on Sunday for privacy invasion. Newspaper accept defeat and will pay additional unspecified sum for infringe her copyright. Why is it in one of the videos that I did yesterday, Brian Capecourt highlight that with BBC. BBC did the same thing too. All right, this is the last comment. Good on her, because imagine the headline that will go on forever. How she took the wages out of the employees' mouth to feed their babies with this, and good on her. She is smarter than them. Very little they can do. And the thing is that the thing that they put her through, because all employees that work with them were on board. All right, nobody said no, don't do that. It's not right. All right, so all of them were on board. So even if that was the case, who cares? Because they do that to other people. Oh, Okay, so they're talking about this again. Let's see here. The only panic in the palace should be based on the fact that they have a 40-year-old work-shy duchess who is still learning despite 10 years on the job. But we can't talk about that. So here is Meghan Markle for distraction. All right, so she retweeted that, what I shared already. So I think I bookmarked it so I could see other comments under here. All right, there's Henry VIII. Continue. Just as Meghan was used a distraction for their engagement numbers and then the obvious cooling in their marriage. When you see Meghan Markle in the UK press, know there is something going on with the royals they don't want you to know about. That's true. Okay, no one, not a single person, has benefited from the press and the family harassment of Meghan Markle than Kate Middleton. Okay, a lazy, pick-me woman who has done absolutely nothing with the platform she has been giving, was sainted overnight because she was white, thin, and willing to be obedient to her husband's family. Remember that on her 40th birthday. Henry VIII, don't play. Let's see some more comment here. And the palace is panicking because they have a limited amount of time because Queen passes to convince people that Kate is worth the taxpayers' money. The only way to deflect work-shy claim and prove Kate is valuable is to trash Meghan. That way, they can use more morality as Kate's worth, good duchess versus evil. Okay, I think the palace is panicking because they know scrutiny will increase when Will and Kate become person, okay, POW, okay. Right now, people don't really pay attention to them, and they have benefited from that apartheid. Princess Estelle of Sweden recorded a message for Christmas, and it was lovely. She has been on the job for a short time as king because she's 9. Who's that? Princess Estelle of Sweden. No, okay, she said that, and I was thinking of the Spanish little girl, the princess. She's done speeches. How old is she? She's probably in her teen. I don't remember her name, but I read this Princess Estelle, but I was thinking of the Spanish princess. Okay, so I don't know anything about anybody else. Okay, Estelle, Lionel, Christiane, Katharina, Amelia, all of George's age peers are being trained well for their future positions. Okay, let me read that. Okay, let's see what okay, I can think of no comparison to any child or grandchild of a sitting monarch where George or his father look good in comparison. William and his kids were probably too sheltered. Okay, they are too sheltered, and they aren't doing George any favor by pretending he will have a sheltered life. When one compares William to other Euro royals closer to his age, it's actually kind of shocking how sheltered he is and how little he does. I get it, he's the monarch grandson rather than son, but he's working on the same level as the teenagers and is just pathetic. Okay, the UK royal family basically has lost generation, and when you think about how long the Queen Mother lasted, they might end up with 2. Okay, a middle-aged future, and a late teen, early adult future. I think the Dutch royal family has it right, with 3 monarchs in a row abdicating when they were ready to retire. Okay, learning something here because I don't follow any of them. There's some I sort of know about, but not really much. Yeah, it makes me wonder what is really going on with William that made them keep him so close to home and let him basically coast along until now. Okay, so the so-called savior of the monarchy is shaking in her shoes, afraid Meghan can do something to ruin her own birthday. They should just accept defeat and give the crown and all the keys to Meghan because she is the most powerful person to them. So who won Meghan? Where was this warning sent? Yeah, it was Kate talking to her mirror. Oh my God, Henry VIII is crazy. I mean, in a good way. When I say crazy, this one is in a good way. All right, next to it. Did I do that already? Okay, laughing so hard because yeah, I did this already. The US be like, hold on, but fell. Okay, yes, I did this already. Let's go to the next one. Okay, squaddies, if I get arrested for holding online cake and tea parties, please bail me out. There's this. I'll adopt Zuzu while you're in jail. Okay, there's me here. You beat me to it, darn it. Two people like it. Okay, I got you. That's the money. Right, this is their new tactic. Trolls told to Christopher also about FBI. He is thinking if to take trolls to court now as Korean band did. Really? Interesting. Okay, isn't it pathetic? They're so vested in their queen, the way she spelled it, who they like to pretend is so interesting, dynamic, and classy. They are here bothering and harassing people. They know they're cardboard and ish, otherwise they won't do half the stupid ish they do. I'll send you a small hammer and this blown up photo, and Archie's that. What you did next is up to you. Oh my God. Okay, if you can get bail, we'll bake a file into the cake so you can saw your way out. Oh my God, how much you need? I can ask Meghan and Harry for some extra money this month. Yeah, I'm not sure, so please stand by. What's going on? I'm not really sure. Okay, dangerous activity. I'm laughing at the cake. I'll send you a cake with a file in it and break your way out of jail. Trouble is the inmate will love your cake and tea as well. We'll just send those dumbass derangers to send Ben instead. Let's move on. All right, I don't want this to be more than an hour. Next tweet. Time will prove that all the things said by Harry and Meghan in their Oprah interview were 100% true. It's already happening. First press briefing against them by other royals, cough Prince William, and being the fall guy. Now the failure to protect them. Okay, let's see here. Prince Andrew's sexual abuse case may finally reveal the hypocrisy of who gets royal protection. I feel like I covered this someplace else. Even when they were falling over themselves to say they didn't mean it, the way it came out about Archie's color, day by day, they confirm everything. Okay, of course, no doubt about it. Fact is, it was a tip of the iceberg. Reveal, we knew already they didn't protect Meghan and Harry. Okay, quote, we are in the informed, and quote, not everyone is. Some people have to see it in headlines rather than form their mouth making claims of it in an interview or reading between the lines of what they have said. That is true. This is why sometimes I do prayers, let the blind see, because many of us could see between the lines. People don't need to tell you this is what I'm doing. Through their tactic, their behavior, their way of doing things, you could see their objective. All right? Most people could do that, but not everybody. Until it hit them in the face, that's when they know, oh, this is what's happening. And by then, it's already too late. So I understand her. It's true. Okay, protection is pretty simple. Direct line to the throne 24/7. Others get it while doing official business only. No hypocrisy. Pretty much everything they say was BS. What? Okay, they wanted things that just weren't going to happen and she couldn't deal with it, but that doesn't make it her right. What? Let's start with the part where they, all the tabloid headline, and none of them come out to defend her. Just that part only. Okay, I can understand those who are closer to the throne could be protected. That's a given. Okay, but what about all the nonsense that was where the future goes out of his way to give nonsense to the tabloid to talk about his brother's wife?
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
What about this? Okay, let's go into this. Loving family, huh? Good for you if you think that's cool. Duty over love and care, we're all different, I suppose. All right, let me get out of this. You know, this is, imagine if it's you. They were doing that. All right, let's see. Prince Harry and Meghan are smart enough to know that the royal family media machine is big. They knew they would be vilified, but it was important for them to speak their truth. Exactly.
You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force.
I've said this. In the future, when people, our great-grandkids, are doing research about Harry and Meghan, what all they're going to see is those headlines. But when Harry and Meghan did the Oprah interview, is to make sure it is in record to say this was a lie. People in the future who's not living in this lifetime could know the truth from their own mouth, from Harry and Meghan's own mouth, their own words. Because otherwise, what will be written all over places are all negativity. All right? This is need to be very well known that anything that is printed or what people are going to see as form or when they're doing their research. Okay? And even with the UK Daily Spin, her truth lives on. Exactly. And guess what? What also going to scratch those headlines is the lawsuit that Meghan won. Okay? There's no dispute about that. Everyone around the world will know. Even if they're claiming it's £1, whatever. The fact that she won, this is going to put a stamp on every nonsense tabloid was talking about. Okay, the tabloid spent months calling her a liar and listing all the things she lied about. Then another month later articles started trickling in about how, quote, she actually meant this, which is the truth. We were just being obtuse on purpose. Okay, they know if there was no pushback, they would just leave it as that. This cannot be going on. All right, people need the truth. All right, as fed up to you by the likes of Piers Morgan and his clan of honest and honorable commentators who have absolutely no agenda obsession in Meghan Markle or invisible PR contract with the palace and don't twist the truth or ever put it slightly or a lot of context. You go, girl. All right, let's go to the next tweet. 52 minutes. Okay, Duchess Kate still struggle to mix with world leaders such as Biden's. All right. All right, let's see here. It's because she's an introvert who does not seek the spotlight. This is a squaddie, by the way. I think that's a professor, law professor. Come on. Yeah, professor at NYU Law, faculty director. All right. I thought I follow her. What the hell? I thought I follow her. Yeah. All right, let's see. A couple friend, Pat, confirmed that it was a sheer dress. Let's go back to sheer dress that first captured William's attention. Quote, it was the end of their first year. I was there in person. There were a lot of attractive girls. End quote. Duncan. Relay in. This is what got William attention. If this is what you have to do. Okay, also, what she doesn't say is it was a skirt, not a dress, but Kate decided only wear the skirt with little black and lingerie, and also why she was nicknamed Kate Middlebum. Okay, let's go into that. Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, aka Kate Middleton, was a mousy bookworm at age 16 in 1998 until she decided it was time to emerge from her mild-mannered cocoon. If she was a bookworm, it doesn't show. Okay, one thing to be noticed while attending Marlborough College, a boarding school in Marlborough, Wiltshire, England, she opened her second-story dorm window and flashed her nude, oh my God, flashed her nude bum to male student in view. Cheer from the grateful crowd encouraged her mooning, and it evolved into an obsession she took great pride in and earned her name moniker of Kate Middlebum. Oh my God. Quote, she kind of got addicted to it, end quote. Her close schoolmate, Jessica Hayes, stated, over the course of 1 year, she put her bare bum in the window for anyone to see no less than 90 times. Oh my God. While she was quickly coming out of that shy cocoon. This is a shy cocoon? What in the name? She didn't have her first love yet. Christopher Anderson, write in Game of Crowns, Elizabeth Camilla, Kate and the Throne, published by Gallery Books. What in the name? Whew. There's two replies. Sound like she was desperate for attention. Her parents must be so proud. If I behaved that way in my younger years, my parents would have never let me out of the house. Okay, I think she is okay with just being a wife and a mom, and I don't think she ever wanted to be anything else. Nothing wrong with that. However, the position she is in demands that she step outside of that, and she obviously really struggled with that. Okay, one does not stalk the future king if one just wants to be a wife and mom. Come on now. That's true. That position requires a lot. What is it? There was something that I said. I forgot what the tweet was talking about, where I said, the piano thing. Yeah, the piano. All right. Why does it, instead of doing piano thing, why does she do something, a speech or something like that? I think that's what it was. But whatever. All right. But people know hurt yourself now. Next tweet. Let's see here. Prince Harry, a military man of honor and integrity, is appreciated and respected by veterans worldwide. I think there's the music in the back. Let me read some. Oh, good. Let me read those two comments and then. Okay, this is awesome. There's a heart. Let's read. Listen to it. And I think I might have to mute it. You guys could read the screenshot because the music, I don't know if YouTube is gonna block me for that. Let's just say Harry, history will treat Harry well because people respect him. All right. So I'm sorry, I might have to mute the volume because there's a music in the background. This is my last tweet. All right. So this has to do with U.S. politics, just to show you where we are. Even though we were able to vote ourselves out of that orange man, we are hanging on a string. I've said this so many times on my videos. We are hanging on a string. There's somebody who's talking about it. And again, I might have to stop in between. All right, let me read the caption. The game is 2022. Understand that if we don't have changes in 2022, we are facing the potential of a fully unraveling democracy. All right, 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
First of all, Trump did not start voter suppression. Voter suppression has been going on for as long as, we've been here. And certainly since the Supreme Court's Shelby County versus Holder decision in 2013, those of us who are civil rights lawyers have been sounding the alarm that states have been trying to suppress the votes of Black and brown people now freed from the restrictions of Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act. And we've been talking about the need for legislation that will fix the Voting Rights Act in order to support our efforts to try to protect Black and brown and Asian American and Native American voters. So Trump did not create it. This was already in existence in Texas, in Florida, in a variety of states. and the lie about voter fraud has been around for 20 years, perpetrated often by the Republican Party, most of the time, suggesting that there is substantial voter fraud. This has been.
And for those who are outside of the U.S., those Republicans who keep on saying there's voter fraud here and there, guess who's doing it? They the one. The ones that they have found, they the one who's doing it. These people cannot win on the truth, on core values, if they don't cheat. All right, so let's continue.
Going on for decades. What Trump did was pick up the tools that the party had already been using and weaponize them, accelerated by the white supremacy that Representative Ayanna Pressley talked about in your last hit. And so now we come to this point where our democracy is in peril, and where the fact that our democracy was in peril in 2020 did not stop Black and brown voters and Asian American and Native American voters from coming out in record numbers, which is why the 2020 presidential election was the election with the highest vote turnout ever in the history of this country. Not since 1900, because in 1900, Black people couldn't vote and women couldn't vote, ever in the history of this country.
I've talked about it in my own way, not in a professional manner, but the way that I was saying. Now, these are the people who are in it, who see things, who work in that profession, in other words, a professional who's saying exactly how things are. I've always said the U.S. is in a string right now. All right, so there she is explaining.
And not only that, not only did 5 million Black people turn out to vote in November 2020 in Georgia, 4.5 million of that 5 million showed up for the special election on January 5th. Is why you can't talk about January 6th without talking about January 5th. Because January 5th showed once again that this power was a transformative power. It didn't just elect Joe Biden by this incredible margin. It also resulted in the election of the first Black senator from Georgia since Reconstruction, and only the second Jewish statewide officer in the state of Georgia, and of course delivered to the Democrats the power over the Senate. So you have to put all of that in context. And then what we saw, as you point out, in 2021, was a series of state election laws designed to make sure that that resilience and determination that minority voters showed in 2020, standing in line in Fulton County for 9 hours to vote in the primary, standing in line for 7 hours in Harris County, standing in line during a pandemic, during the height of the pandemic in the Milwaukee primary, facing off voter intimidation, facing off restrictions on absentee voting. All of that, their job, they decided, was to make sure that could never happen again. And begin.
All right. Freedom is not free. Okay? Freedom is not free. You have to fight for it. This is the fight that we are in. All right? While the establishment is well off, they don't want to change. They are comfortable where they are. Whenever they see they're going to lose grip, they change the tactic to benefit them some more. People need to get up every single election. You know what's more important? The local election, because these are the people who's gonna change what happened in your own state. All right? In your neighborhood and all of that. The smaller elections are more important than the presidential. All of them are important, but the local one that change the way you go vote and all of that, these are the ones you need to pay attention to. And sometimes they don't even say it, because a lot of Democrats don't vote. They only vote during the presidential election. So when this small election is happening, they don't publicize it. But guess what? In every single election, every Republican vote. Majority of them. All right? So let's continue.
Beginning with Georgia and its voter suppression law in March, it has been off to the races. LDF is litigating in Georgia. We're litigating in Texas. We're litigating in Florida, but there are many other states as well. And then on top of that, the Supreme Court issued a decision this summer in the Brnovich case that weakened Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act.
Right.
And what we have now is the perfect storm. And if we are going to survive as a democracy, we must have voting legislation to fix the Voting Rights Act, but also to provide access to the polls to ensure that some of the innovations that were used last year during the pandemic, the expanded use of drop boxes and absentee voting, that will continue for voters. That's what they're trying to choke off. And I hear people talking all the time about 2024 and the Electoral Count Act, and I care about that too. But the game is 2022. understand that if we don't have changes in 2022, we are facing the potential of a fully unraveled democracy.
Right, step by step. If you don't do what's in front of you now, how do you get further, to the next hurdle? You have to focus on what now. If you don't do what you're supposed to do now, most likely they'll block you from getting to the next level. So she's right. Everything is important, but step by step.
First of all, Trump did not.
And the other thing is, when Republicans are in power, guess what their ultimate goal is? Is to put their judges. All right? The most important thing when it comes to presidential election is the judges. The most important thing for a presidential election is the judges. The Republican knows that. Look what happened when Obama was a president. All those judges that Obama was trying to fill in, what did the Republicans do? They blocked almost all of them. Look at Garland, who's now working with Biden for the DOJ. All right? So they blocked him. But when Trump got into power, what did they do? They quickly filled as many empty benches as possible. Okay? So people need to pay attention. People need to pay attention. With that being said, let me stop. Let's do a prayer. Let's do a prayer for let the blind see. Oh. All right. The Lord gives sight to the blind. The Lord lifts up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous, and that day that the deaf will hear the word of the scroll, and out of gloom and darkness the eye of the blind will see. Okay, let's go to images. Let's do this one. Okay, don't worry. God is never blind to your tears, never deaf to your prayers, and never silent to your pain. He sees, he hears, and he will deliver you. All right, let's do one below it. Let's do this one. I saw the key. Let's see here. Don't worry, God is never blind. Okay, it repeats the same thing. Let's pick something else. Let's do this one because this. Their mind were okay. Their minds were blinded, for until this day the same veil remains unlifted, and the reading of the Old Testament, because the veil is taken away in Christ. All right, let's see. This one still sound weak. But the one who hates his brother is in the darkness and walks in the darkness. He does not know where he is going because the darkness has blinded his eyes. What do you think this one is referring to? What do you think this one is referring you to? Let me read it again. But the one who hates his brother is in the darkness and walks in the darkness. He does not know where he is going because the darkness has blinded his eyes. What have I said? All right, with that, I'm going to leave this alone. Let's leave that alone. Phew. All right, that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Or if this video is monetized, there's a commercial. Just watch the commercial. Thanks for your support.